What's going on there, YouTube, and welcome to Fresh Comic Stories. Guys, this is the channel where we basically sit down and cover different kinds of comic book stories. Now guys, today we're going to jump back in time and we are going to cover some New 52. But guys, I want to cover Red Hood and the Outlaws. Because guys, as we're covering the current run of Red Hood and the Outlaws in DC Rebirth era, guys, there's some things you have to know, but the thing is though, those things are basically told to us back in Red Hood and the Outlaws, the New 52 era. And so guys, I kind of want to backtrack and cover a few stories from this timeline right here, the New 52 era. So guys, I do hope you enjoyed this video, and if you do, please hit the like button and also subscribe. But guys, today we're covering Red Hood and the Outlaws Volume 1. I do hope you enjoy. Now guys, to begin our story, we do pick up in Crux, and I really hope I pronounced that correctly. But the thing is though guys, we pick up with Roy Harper. Now guys, right now Roy Harper is about to be killed off, because the thing is though guys, he came to this country to kind of help the people fight against a dictator. But the thing is though guys, of course the people that he was supposedly helping were actually working for the dictator. And so of course Roy Harper got captured, locked up in jail, and now it's time for him to be executed. The thing is though guys, while he's being brought out of his prison cell into the courtyard to be killed off basically, out of nowhere you do have a pastor appear as a way to kind of give Roy Harper the last chance to pray to God, a chance to say goodbye to the world. The thing is though, while the guards are kind of walking away to let the pastor do his job, the pastor does open up his Bible to reveal his Roy Harper arrow and bow. And so it's kind of like, hey man, listen, I believe you might need this. You might need this bow and these arrows to get to work. And guys, we come to find out that this pastor is really Jason Todd in his Red Hood outfit in disguise, because he came here to break out his best friend, Roy Harper. Now, you do have Roy Harper and Jason Todd kind of work together to fight against the army of Crux to get out of there. But of course, guys, they're up against a whole army, and it's just two men by themselves fighting against this whole army. Now, luckily for Jason Todd and Roy Harper, they do have a secret weapon, and that weapon is, of course, Starfire. Now guys, this is DC Comics in the New 52 era telling us this is your outlaw team. You have Red Hood, you have Starfire, and you have Roy Harper, aka Arsenal, the old sidekick of the Green Arrow. Now with Starfire there, they are able to basically defeat the whole army and kind of go back home to their temporary base. Now guys, we come to find out that their temporary base is a small island called Paradise Island that's kind of right off the coast of Florida. But the thing is though, this island only has a few people on there, and so Starfire, Roy Harper, and Jason Todd, people who are outlaws, can hide here very easily. Now the thing is though, while the team is kind of hanging out and kind of just relaxing after fighting against a whole army, you do have Jason Todd realize that somebody who he can only see appears at the bar near the Outlaws. And so he tells Roy Harper and Starfire he'll be right back so he can talk to somebody. Now he walks over there guys, and we get introduced to Essence. Now Essence's origin story does get explained in this storyline right here, but the thing is though guys, we don't find out until literally the very end of this storyline. So for right now guys, Essence is just some young girl who Jason Todd can only see. Roy Harper cannot see her, neither can Starfire, and neither the people on the island who are there also can see her. Only Jason Todd can see her himself. Now, you do have these two characters kind of catch up a little bit because they have not seen each other in a very long time. The thing is though, you do have Essence show Jason Todd something. She says, listen, I think it's time for you to go back home, to go back and help out because something happened. Now, the thing is though, guys, she's not talking about Gotham. She's talking about a brand new place, a place that we have never heard of till now. But thing is though, guys, she says, listen, something happened at the All-Cast Temple. Now, guys, the All-Cast Temple is like this secret place. But the thing is though, if you're able to find it, when you go there, you kind of get trained by a special somebody. But the thing is though, guys, we come to find out that basically Jason Todd was there. He was there years ago because he was trained there. But the thing is though, his master died. His master, Duckra. Because you have Essence show him what happened in there. She's kind of like, look, this is what I want to show you. I want to show you that your old master, Duckra, is dead. Here's her corpse. It's laying there at that temple. And the thing is though, you might need to go over there to figure out what happened, because an Untitled came there and killed off every single person there. Now, guys, the Untitled is basically these ancient creatures, and also their origin gets told to us down the road also. But the thing is though, guys, we come to find out the Untitled and the All-Cast Tower, they were at war. But the thing is though, one Untitled was able to break into that place and kill off Jason Todd's old master. And so you have Jason Todd tell Essence goodbye. He goes to his room, get his equipment, and he leaves to go over to the temple to see his old master's dead body, but to also revenge her death, because an Untitled, these ancient creatures, broke into that place and killed off his master. Now, guys, we do kind of backtrack just a tad bit. And what I mean is that, guys, this is where we get to learn more about Jason Todd's past before he became the Red Hood. Guys, remember, Jason Todd died as the second Robin by the hands of the Joker. But the thing is though, guys, after he died by the hands of the Joker, he was revived by Talia al Ghul, the daughter of Ra's al Ghul. She used the Lazarus Pit as a way to bring him back to life. Now, the thing is though, guys, after she brought him back to life, she took him to the 100 Acres of All. Now, guys, the 100 Acres of All is where the All-Cast Temple is at, but also where Jason Todd met his master, Duckra, at, because she runs the All-Cast Temple. And so you do have Talia al Ghul as Duckra to train Jason Todd. And the thing is though, guys, Duckra says yes only because she believes that Jason Todd can be trained as a better person, but also a better weapon for the world. And so she's kind of like, yes, I will take him in. Even though he's rude, I will take him in and make him a better fighter and person. Now, we do jump back over to the present day. And the thing is though, guys, the way the last chapter ended, you would think that Jason Todd left his team behind to go take care of this Untitled, this evil creature who killed his master. But the thing is though, guys, of course, the Outlaws did tag along, because you do have Roy Harper also on the plane with Jason Todd heading to Hong Kong. Now, this setting right here, guys, is honestly not really that important. But the thing is though, guys, you do have a flight attendant kind of walk by, and she does give Jason Todd her number. Now, again, like I said, this may not seem very important, but it will play a role in later videos. Now, thing is though, guys, as soon as they arrive into Hong Kong, they are greeted by Starfire, who was able to get a limo in Hong Kong. Now, for me personally, I feel like this should not be possible. There's no way Starfire should be able to get a limo. That's my personal opinion. But thing is though, guys, of course, they do get inside the limo and they do go to Jason Todd's base in Hong Kong, because Batman taught Jason Todd to always have a base wherever you go. And so right now they're going to like his safe base away from home in Hong Kong. The thing is though, guys, as soon as Jason Todd walks in, he is greeted by Suzie Suh. Now guys, Suzie Suh is a very interesting character. And honestly guys, I'm not going to sit down and kind of explain who she is or anything, because she'll be in a later video down the road, and I'll probably will explain more about her in a later video. All you need to know is that right now she hates Jason Todd, and so she broke into his place to kill him off. But the thing is though guys, Jason Todd was prepared for her, and he does kill off her guards, and he does kind of leave her there on the ground with a bullet wound. Now, we do get a few pages of Jason Todd and the Outlaws finding their way to get into the 100 acres of all, because guys, when it comes to this place right here, it is hidden from the world. Like, you have to know where it's at because someone who's been there before taught you how to get there. And so right now guys, only Jason Todd knows how to get there. And so I can't talk, sorry. We do get a few pages of Jason Todd, Roy Harper, and also Starfire kind of like flying their way to that location because they want to know what happened to Duckra. Now the thing is though, as soon as they get inside, they do find Duckra's body on the ground, but her spirit kind of gives Jason Todd like the last message she want to give to him, saying that, listen, do not do this for revenge. Do this because you want to be a better person. Like, don't go after the Untitled because you just want to get revenge for me. Revenge is not a good thing to have. Just do this because it's the right thing to do, to get back at the Untitled who killed all of us here at the All Caste Temple. The thing is though guys, as soon as her spirit leaves, you do have all these All Caste like zombified bodies appear around the Outlaws and getting ready to attack Jason Todd and the Outlaws. Now, we do get a few pages of basically the Outlaws fighting against the zombified Outcast members. Now the thing is though, they do make quick work of these guys. Matter of fact guys, even though we got like 4 to 5 pages of them fighting against them, the thing is though, they were able to defeat them very easily. Now, the thing is though, their next goal is to go deeper into the temple because Red Hood believes that the Untitled is still here. And if the Untitled is still here, it is his goal to go ahead and kill off this Untitled, because the Untitled did kill off every single member of the Outcasts who trained Jason Todd. And so right now, it's Jason Todd trying to get revenge for his dead masters. Now, the thing is though, as they get deeper and deeper into the temple, they are greeted by Saru the Proctor. Sorry, I totally butchered that. But Saru the Proctor. Now, Saru the Proctor, yes, he does look like a child, but the thing is though guys, he is actually 4,000 years old. But the thing is though guys, when it comes to the Temple of the All Castes, you should not be able to get to this point of the temple because you're talking about members of the All Castes who are well-trained fighters. And so only like 2 people have been able to get this far into the temple. And guys, the 2 people are the Untitled who just killed off every single All Caste member and the Outlaws. And that's really it, because no one else has ever gotten this far into the temple. Now, you do have Jason Todd ask basically Saru, hey listen, where in the world is the Untitled? And you have Saru say, he's down there. Like, he went down there, so you should probably go after that guy and go ahead and stop him. Now, the thing is though, you do have Saru say, but you can't go deeper into the temple unless you offer up your most cherishable memory, because that is the only way I will allow access into the deeper parts of the temple. And so you have Jason Todd say, fine, here's my most cherishable memory. And you also have Starfire and Roy Harper give up their charitable memory as a way to go deeper into the temple. Now, you do have the Outlaws go deeper and deeper into the temple looking for this Untitled who killed off the all caste people. The thing is though, guys, when they get to the very bottom of the temple, they are greeted by a monster. And so guys, this is the Outlaws fighting together against a huge monster. I'm talking about like, man, Godzilla-sized monster. But things though, guys, while they're fighting against the monster, you do have Saru look into their memories. Guys, remember, they had to give up the most charitable memories to go deeper into the temple. And the thing is though, guys, we do get small glimpses of each character's memories. For example, for Starfire, the one thing she gave up to Saru was the memory of her being sold into slavery. And with her being sold into slavery, she had to fight her way out for freedom. That was the memory she gave up to Saru. Now, for Roy Harper, it was him asking or really begging the killer Crux to kill him off because he felt like his life was worthless. And so guys, it's those kind of memories that kind of got left behind with Saru. But things though, guys, this is DC Comics telling us this is why these three characters came together, because they all went through horrible things. Roy Harper, he wanted to die. Starfire was sold into slavery, and Jason Todd was brought back to life, even though he did not want to be brought back to life. Now, back to the Outlaws fighting against this huge monster. Guys, they do make quick work of this monster. The thing is though, guys, as soon as they finish off the monster, they do see that basically the treasure that was down at the bottom of a temple was a snow globe. Literally a snow globe. And that snow globe says Colorado. And so this is a clue for Jason Todd and his Outlaws to go to Colorado to finally finish off the Untitled. Now guys, we do pick up with Roy Harper and Jason Todd right now at a small bar in Colorado. Guys, remember, after they got to the bottom of the all caste temple, they found a snow globe, and that snow globe told them to go to Colorado. And so right now we pick up with our two guys, Roy Harper and Jason Todd, right now at a bar in Colorado. Now, the reason why they're here though, guys, is because they're trying to gather more information on the Untitled. Now, this is where we learn a tad bit more information about the Untitled, and we come to find out that Untitles are able to change their appearance to kind of fit in with the crowd, to look human. And so right now they're trying to gather information on who in this small town in Colorado could be an Untitled. Now, the thing is though, while they're doing this and everything, they do get in a bar fight because Jason Todd was hitting on some girl who basically her boyfriend was also there in the bar. And so of course, this does start a bar fight. Now, this bar fight does last for like a few pages, but the thing is though, guys, they do kind of wrap up the bar fight very easily. Now, they are greeted by a young girl, a young lady who's also a police officer. And the thing is though, guys, she tells them, I got a phone call about a bar fight, and so I had to come up here and get you two guys, and now I'm going to take you guys down to the police station because now I have a few questions. And so as the two guys are being escorted to the police station, up in the sky, you kind of have Starfire watching over Roy Harper and Jason Todd. Now, thing is though, guys, the reason why she's not down there with them is because when it comes to Earth at this point in DC Comics, in the very beginning of the new 52, aliens were not really wanted on Earth. And so guys, with Starfire being an alien, she's not wanted on Earth. Even though she's been a hero for like 5 years, up to this point right here, aliens are still not wanted. And so when they look at Starfire, they're kind of like, ew, no, get off our planet. The thing is though, guys, she can't leave our planet because right now she has no way to get off Earth. But the thing is though, guys, she's stuck here on a world right now does not want her. Now, the thing is though, guys, while she's up in the sky looking over Roy Harper and Jason Todd, out of nowhere, she does get attacked by an unknown force. And guys, we get introduced to a new character named Crux. Now guys, Crux is a very interesting character, but he does play on the idea of how Earth humans do not want aliens on their planet. Because think of it, guys, you do have Crux kind of tell Starfire his origin story. And he says when he was a young boy, him, his mom, and dad were in a car going somewhere. The thing is though, out of nowhere, a spaceship crashed on Earth, but also hit their car, killing his parents. He survived, but his parents died. Now, the thing is though, he used his parents' money as a way to build up technology to kind of fight against aliens who land on Earth. And so guys, his small idea of fighting against aliens turned into a huge obsession to go ahead and kill off aliens. Because he tells Starfire, listen, somebody has been posting pictures of you all over the internet. And I have been following you all over the world. And so I realized that yes, you are a hero, but I feel like you are a threat to happen down the road. And so it's probably better for me to go ahead and kill you off. Now, we also come to find out that Crux basically combined alien DNA to his own DNA to turn himself into a monster to fight against creatures like Starfire and other aliens. Now, of course, you do have Starfire kind of like, okay, listen, I don't know who you are, but right now, you and I, we are going to fight. And so you have Starfire fight against Crux. Now, thing is though, guys, Starfire is a well-trained fighter at this point in DC Comics. And so for Crux, it's kind of like, dude, you've never been to fight your own self. Even when you're just a basic human, you've never been to fight your own self. And so right now, it's not really a fair matchup. It's not fair at all. The thing is though, he's not trying to fight against Starfire heads on. The thing is though, guys, he made a machine using technology from Starfire's home world against her, which somehow basically turns her human. He said, listen, what I used on you just turned you human. And that was my goal there this whole time. Now, we do jump over to Roy Harper and Jason Todd. And things though, guys, while Roy Harper is outside kind of waiting for Jason Todd to get out of the police station, Jason Todd was able to realize that the young lady who is a police officer, she is the Untitled in this small town in Colorado. Now, of course, this does begin a fight between Red Hood and this Untitled. The thing is though, guys, while they're fighting, Red Hood is getting his butt kicked, but lucky for him, Roy Harper was just outside waiting for him. And so Roy Harper also joins in the fight to fight against the Untitled. Now, their fight does lead into the streets. The thing is though, as soon as they get outside in the streets, you do have Starfire throw up a flare in the sky to tell the others that she's in danger. And so you have Jason Todd tell Roy Harper to go. Go and check up on Starfire. I'm going to stay here and try to fight against this Untitled by myself. Now guys, when it comes to chapter 5 of this storyline, you do have two things happen at once here. Now, for the main plot line, you do have Jason Todd fighting against the Untitled. That is the main plot of this story, the whole story. But in this chapter right here, you also have a subplot, and that subplot is Roy Harper fighting against Crux, the same person who actually defeated Starfire by using her own technology against her. And so guys, you do have two things happening at once, but we are going to focus on not Roy Harper. We are going to focus on Jason Todd fighting against the Untitled. Now, guys, this is where we learn a lot about the Untitled. And the thing is though, guys, while Jason is fighting against the Untitled, you do have the Untitled tell Jason that he does not know everything yet. Yes, his master told him things, but she didn't tell him everything. Now the thing is though, guys, Jason Todd is kind of like, what do you mean? Like, what do you mean that she did not tell me everything at all? And you have the Untitled tell Jason, sooner or later, you are going to learn almost everything about the Outcast. But when you do, let me tell you, I warned you. Now, the thing is though, guys, you also had the Untitled tell Jason that she was not the one to kill his master off. She says, listen, I worked so hard to make sure that the world never finds out who I am. The world never finds out that I am an Untitled. I tried so hard to stay hidden from the rest of the world. And guys, with Jason Todd, he's kind of like, so you're telling me that somebody's out there playing both sides, not just me, but also playing you. And you had the Untitled say, yes, somebody's out there playing mind games with both sides. And the thing is though, who though? Who is the person who is playing both sides right now? Now, the thing is though, guys, you do have Jason Todd able to defeat the Untitled by basically killing her off. Now, we do jump over to Roy Harper and Starfire. Guys, remember, Roy Harper and Starfire are right now trying to do it Crux. Well, really more Roy Harper because Starfire's on the ground knocked out. But things though, guys, we do get a few pages of Roy Harper actually fighting against Crux by himself. And the thing is though, guys, at first, he's actually able to defeat Crux. But things though, guys, Crux is a very powerful creature right now. And so you do have Roy Harper actually have a few problems trying to deal with Crux and everything. Now, the thing is though, after getting like a few pages of Crux fighting against Roy Harper, aka Arsenal, you do have Starfire kind of join back in the fight and join Roy Harper into defeating Crux together. Now, the thing is though, as soon as they finish fighting against him, you do have Jason Todd kind of run up on the others and saying, we gotta go. Like, we got to leave now, because right now we have an angry mob coming after me because they believe I just killed their police officer for unknown reasons. In reality though, I just killed an Untitled. And so right now we have to leave Colorado. So grab your bad guy and we'll take him to Arkham Asylum, lock him up there, but we gotta go now. Now guys, to go ahead and wrap up today's video, we do pick up with the Outlaws dropping off Crux at the Arkham Asylum. Now, the reason why they're doing this is because when it comes to Jason Todd, Roy Harper, and Starfire, they honestly do not have anywhere else they're able to take Crux to. And so it's kind of like, listen, we have nowhere else to take this man to, so we have to drop him off here, because honestly, who else is going to take a monster this big? I mean, we could take him to Belle Reve, but Belle Reve has a Suicide Squad, and basically we will be giving them a huge monster to join their team. So let's not do that, and let's give them over to Arkham Asylum. Now, the thing is though, as soon as they leave Arkham Asylum, you do have the Outlaws take up Crux spaceship. Guys, remember, when it comes to the character Crux, over the years, he has been fighting against different aliens, but also he has been studying their technology. And so he was able to make a spaceship out of alien technology. Now, the thing is though, the Outlaws have a goal right now. Their goal is to fly back to the base of Crux and steal the rest of his technology as weapons to use on future bad guys. Now, the thing is though, while the Outlaws are airborne and they are heading back to the base of Crux, they are greeted by Essence. Now, guys, remember, Essence is a character who we have no idea about yet. Like, honestly, all we know is that she was the one who told Jason Todd, hey, listen, something happened to your master. Something happened at the Allcast. You have to go out there and figure it out. Guys, we have no idea about her origin story at all. But the thing is though, while she's there, she's kind of happy to see Jason Todd. The thing is though, Jason Todd is not happy to see her, because out of nowhere he does pull two swords out and he's basically holding her as a hostage. He's kind of like, I know that you're the one who started all of this. And guys, this is Jason Todd revealing everything to us. Now guys, Jason Todd is telling us that basically when it comes to Essence, she was the one who killed off the Allcast. She was the one who basically reignited the war between the Untitled and the Allcast, or really the Untitled and Jason Todd, because she was the one who wanted to kill off the Allcast. The big question is though, what? Why? Not what. Why in the world would she do that for? Now, guys, this is where we get the origin of Essence, but we also get the origin of the Allcast and the Untitled. And what I mean is that, guys, you do have Essence say, listen, 4,000 years ago, there were 10 men, 10 different people. But the thing is though, the oldest man of the 10 found a well. And in this well was some kind of water, but it was dark water, meaning some kind of dark, evil thing in this water. Now, of course, the older man did drink the water and he was able to get powers. The thing is though, the older of the 10, he went back to the other 9 people and he told them to also drink the water. But the thing is though, guys, out of those 10 people total, one of them was Dukra, the master of Jason Todd. And the thing is though, you have Essence say, listen, out of those 10 people, they all became Untitled, which means that Dukra, who was the leader of the Allcast, the master of Jason, who trained him up, she was also an Untitled. That dark water turned 10 people into Untitled, but Dukra was the one person to walk away. She walked away from the other 9 people because she believed that the powers they have were truly evil. And so she was the one to walk away and make her own group, the Allcast. Now, guys, this gets even better because you also have Essence say, listen, I am also 4,000 years old because I am the daughter of Dukra, the master of Jason Todd. And she says, listen, my powers came from my mother because she was also an Untitled. And when I was there right next to her. I was given powers too, these powers right here. And so it's kind of like, yo, we finally get the origin of Essence. And she says, listen, the reason why I did this, because all Untitles are evil and they all should be erased. But the thing is though, I knew if I'm able to reignite the war between the Allcast and the Untitled, sooner or later, all Untitles will be dead. Now, to go ahead and wrap up this video, you do have Jason Todd try to fight against Essence. And the thing is though, while they're fighting against Jason Todd, this is the point where Roy Harper and also Starfire are finally able to see her. So it's kind of like, okay, it's time for an all-out battle right here on this spaceship. Matter of fact, guys, we get a few pages of them fighting on this spaceship. They do go back and forth, back and forth. But the thing is though, at the end of the day, you do have Jason Todd able to shoot Essence with something that basically just blew her up, not killing her, but just blowing her up and spreading her molecules all over the universe, hoping to never see her ever again. Now, you do have Roy Harper kind of tell Jason Todd that maybe it's time for him to get somebody in his life, like a girlfriend who's normal, because right now all he has is Essence, and she's crazy and she's a bad guy. But also you have Roy Harper saying, also, you did date Starfire for a hot second, but the thing is though, she's an alien. Maybe it's time for you to get somebody who's normal. And the thing is though, Jason Todd, he did try to call up the flight attendant he met earlier in this storyline, but he hangs up on the flight attendant because he's afraid of his life killing her off, because his life is so dangerous, something might happen to her. And so you do have Roy Harper, Jason Todd, and Starfire just go on their way over to their next destination. Now, to wrap up this video too, you do have Suzie Suh wake up from her coma, because ever since Jason Todd fought her back in Hong Kong, she has been in a coma for the past couple days. But she has now woken out of her coma, and she's kind of like, crap, Jason Todd put me in this hospital, he put me in this coma, it's now time for me to get my revenge against him and his outlaws. And guys, that wraps up Red Hood and the Outlaws New 52 Volume 1. Guys, this was a long video because of a long storyline, and I had to put almost every single piece of information in this video so you guys could fully understand. If not, please let me know in the comments below, and I'll be happy to answer questions. But guys, today's video is done. Please hit that like button. Also, subscribe for more comic book stories in the near future. Also, any suggestions on books I should read, well, let me know in the comments below. But guys, I am done and out. See you on the next comic book video.